Hello everybody, Mark Mine here. We're doing our companion episode, companion video for our latest episode. I was in the mood for some old-timey jazz, and so that's what our recordings are of today. Starting with a really fun one. It's 3 complete 15-minute radio shows featuring Bunny Berrigan with Francis Faye, Howard and Shelton, and then Louis Armstrong with the Mills Brothers. And this is on a shoestring record label. A lot of fun. And we use little bits and pieces, little snippets of the shows in between the music. Alright, the actual music though starts out with a gentleman by the name of Matty Matlock and his Dixie Men. And this is on the Tops record label. And Matty is a clarinet player, and you know, not really well known kind of guy, but very good music. And I believe the tune that we used on this is Tishomingo Blues. Great tune. Next, someone that we've all heard before. This is on the Musadisc Jazz Anthology, and was actually originally released as a jazz tone record. This is Rex Stewart, and this is a real nice one. It's still in the original cellophane, so it's a good record right here. I enjoy that. He's better known for his work with Duke Ellington Band. Then we move right into Jack Teagarden with the Paul Whiteman Orchestra, and this is actually on a fanfare record. And still, again, another one with the cellophane on it. Nice, clean white. It's funny because this actually, the back part here, actually looks like it was written on a typewriter. It's that kind of bold type. Jack Teagarden is one of the great trombone players, and he does some vocals. We actually hear him do a vocal with the Modernaires, which is actually... I'm originally from West Seneca, now living in Kenmore, which is suburbs of Buffalo, and they're right from this area here. So, in fact, their very first performance was at a casino, which is about you know, a 5-minute drive from where I am living right now. Then we get into a gentleman here who is one of the original vibraphone players. He played marimba, xylophone, and vibraphone. And this is Red Norvo and his All-Stars. And this is an epic, actually Columbia special edition, but it's an epic encore series. And it's a gatefold. Great album. Great album. Red Norvo is one of the good guys who just was like a lot of fun and did some great stuff. You might remember him from Ocean's 11, where he played with Dean Martin on stage at a casino. Moving on, we're going to do guitarist and band leader Eddie Condon and his All-Stars. This is a jam a few of their Bix Beiderbecke's favorites. It's an album on Columbia called Bixieland. Moving on, a guy who's a very interesting guy, unique guy. This is an RCA Victor. It still has the plastic on it, so it's in great shape. But this is Wingy Manone. And he got the nickname Wingy because he only had one arm. He lost the other arm in an accident in his hometown of New Orleans. Wingy Manone. Alright. Then, guy, I was kind of hemming and hawing about whether I should use this or not. It does have a little bit more of an orchestration, but it was good to mix it up a little bit, I think, so I left it in. This is Acker Bilk, Mood for Love. And this is on the Atco Stereo label. Acker is from Great Britain, an English clarinet player. Very good. Then a guy who's really not known very well, but I think he's underrated. I think he's a very good player. This is a Choral Records album, and this is Dixieland Goes Broadway by Stan Rubin and his Teagarden Orchestra. Again, not too well known. I think he's like very underrated, but Grace Kelly liked him enough to have him play at her wedding in Monaco. Alright, moving on. Another great trumpet player here. This is a gatefold, but it's kind of a funny one. This is Muggsy Spanier, and Muggsy actually helped. He recorded 16 songs known as the Great 16 that actually helped create a Dixieland revival. But this gatefold, if you look at it, it actually opens this way. Kind of weird. So I'm going to have to hold this there. You get a picture of him like that. But the inside is like that. And this is actually on the rechanneled for stereo. Let me see. Orpheum. This is an Orpheum Jazz Legends series. Alright. Then a guy, a lot of people call him a clarinetist. He didn't play clarinet as much as he did the soprano saxophone. This is an Archive of Jazz. It's actually an Italian label called Archive of Jazz. This is Archive of Jazz, Volume 16 of Sidney Bechet. This is in really good shape. This has got kind of a really heavy lamination on it, so it stayed real nice. Then I wanted to, the last song, we'll do a little change up. Still keeping in the old-timey feel, but instead of American trad jazz and Dixieland, I thought we'd go across the pond, and we ended our program with Stefan Grappelli and Django Reinhardt with the Quintet of Hot Club of France. Excuse me. And this is a GMP Crescendo recording. Hot Club. Love the Hot Club. Weird thing though, the very first album that they put out as the Hot Club, they spelled Django's first name incorrectly. DJUNGO instead of A. On this one it's spelled correctly, but I noticed Stefan Grappelli at some point, and I didn't know this, but he started changing his last name. Here it's spelled with a Y, and when he came to America he spelled it with an I. So, but a great one. And I have this in a plastic sleeve because I want it to stay nice. So there you go. There are all the albums that this episode is from. I hope you enjoyed the episode. It does have obviously a slightly different feel than what I normally do, but I like it. And you know, stay tuned for next week. We'll be having a really good one. Sort of more of a bluesy feel to the next episode. I've already started working on it. So have a good one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the show.